and welcome back to Cinco de Mayo week. Oh, so excited. I have a special family favorite recipe, once again, that I want to share with you, Chile Rellenos. Now, you may know them by stuffed peppers or stuffed poblanos. So, either of those terms, you may know them by, but I'm going to show you a very simple recipe for chili rellenos, and this makes a wonderful side dish to other things that you might be making for Cinco de Mayo, or maybe even just for Taco Tuesday. How about that? So we're going to get into it. I have my oven preheated to 275, and I have my beautiful Poblano Peppers. Oh, look how gorgeous these are, you guys. When you're shopping, by the way, let me give you a little hint. When you're shopping for a good pepper that you want to roast and stuff, you want it to be firm. You hear that sound? Not that sound, that's my oven saying, yes, I'm preheated and I'm ready to go. But this sound, that pepper is nice and firm, firm to the touch, and no mushy parts in it, okay? So that's what you want. Now, getting into it, you want your olive oil, just a little bit. It does not take a lot, but you're going to put just a teensy bit into your fingers like that, okay? Just like that. Rub it around, and this is going to rub onto the peppers. Now, you notice that these peppers are whole, right? Stems on still, da-da-da-da-da. That's how you want to roast them. We're roasting them whole with the stems on. Into the oven. There you go. And we are going to roast them in the oven until they are beginning to blister and char. Okay, guys, now our peppers are in the oven, and while those are in the oven, we're going to make our filling for the peppers. All right, so in this bowl, I have 10 ounces of softened cream cheese. I'm going to break that apart a little bit before we go adding other stuff to it. Into that is going to go most of a 12-ounce bag of pepper jack cheese. Well, you know what, about 3/4 of the bag. Reserve some though, you want to reserve some. Now, into that goes a heavy dash of garlic powder. That's about a teaspoon, guys, if you want to know how much that is. About a teaspoon on that. And then a sprinkle of onion powder. That's going to be about a half teaspoon. So much on this, you guys, I go to taste. Your amounts do not have to be so precise. Do what you like, okay? Cumin. Okay, just a sprinkle of this though. You don't want to overload it with cumin. Just a little bit. That's maybe a 1/4 teaspoon on that. All right, and then a little bit of Mexican oregano. And I want to crush that up just a little bit in there. Oh my goodness sakes, the herbaceousness of that. I love that Mexican oregano. It is absolutely one of my favorite herbs. Now, you got to have some salt in there. You're going to have at least a 1/2 teaspoon, maybe just a scotch more. So a heavy 1/2 teaspoon on that, all right? Then we want to get this stirred together. Now that you got that good and mixed together, like that, you're ready for your peppers. Our peppers are beginning to blister on the outside, so they're perfect, and they're beginning to snap and crackle. So cool. All right, so, and by the way, guys, I misspoke on that temp on the oven. 375, okay? And they're gonna go for about 15 minutes until they're blistered and looking like this. Okay. Ooh, look at that. See how they're kind of crinkly? Their skins are kind of crinkly. That is what you want. All right, now over here to the side. Put those. And now you can do this, guys, in like a paper bag, like a brown paper bag, a clean one though. Get like those lunch sacks, you know, those old-fashioned lunch sacks. Or you can do it in something like this. I like to save my food safe bags from the grocery store when they're clean and when they haven't had anything dirty in them. Okay? And into the bag, you can do one at a time, you can do two at a time. If you're really, really fast, you can do a bunch at a time. But you're gonna just cinch that like that and let that steam. Look at that. See how it's steaming in there? And what that does is that loosens the skins of the poblanos, of the peppers. It begins to loosen those. And then we're going to be able to scrape those skins off very easily. And the reason why you want to do that, just quick. The reason why you want to do that is because the skins on these kinds of peppers are very tough. They're almost like a husk. If you don't remove that skin, it's very unpleasant when you take a bite, you know, and you put it in your mouth and you have all the wonderful pepper flavor and the fillings, but that husk is like, it's in the wrong place, okay? So this is why we go this step. We do this step of removing those skins so that the pepper is beautifully mild and luscious and you don't have that interfering and stuff. Once you've got your peppers peeled, get them all lined up. You can put them right back on that baking sheet that you roasted them on, no problem there. But what we're going to do now is we're going to take out the seed pods. If you find any little stray little bits, just go ahead and remove those there. So about right there, not at the very, very top, but about right there, start with your little paring knife, slit down, but not all the way through. So you just want to cut through that top layer. See that? Now we're going to take out that membrane and the seed pod right there. Okay? So we're just going to gently scrape in there. See that? And remove that cooked membrane. And most of the seeds, it's not going to hurt if there's a few seeds left. You don't need to, you know, be scared if you have a few seeds remaining in there that you've ruined it. You have not, I promise. Okay? It's just going to add a little bit more heat and a little bit more flavor if you've got some seeds in there. All right? So, we're going to continue with the rest of the peppers. All right, now on to the stuffing. Oven is on 375 and we're waiting for our peppers. Now, this last step, we're going to take some more of our pepper jack. We've got them nice and stuffed. The finishing touch. Mexican oregano. I love this. Give it just a little bit of a crush. You don't need a lot. A tiny little sprinkle of salt. And now, ready to go back into their 375 oven. Okay, now, so 10 minutes on 375, and then I hit it for about 30 seconds to a minute on broil, just to give me a nice caramelized, beautiful top on those, okay? So let's see if they're ready. Oh yeah, there we go. Da, 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 da. That's what we want. Then we're going to finish with just a little bit of the beautiful cotija cheese. Okay, now we put a little bit of the beautiful cotija cheese on there just to finish. Time for a taste test. Oh, that flavor. Very good. That poblano, it has just the mildest bit of heat to it. So even those in your crowd, you know, that don't like hot peppers, I think they'll like these because those poblanos are just the most luscious pepper flavor without all that heat. It's not like a jalapeno. And that cheese combo in there with that Mexican oregano, delish. Well, guys, there you have it. Chile Rellenos. This is a very simple recipe for this, but I want you to give it a try. And when you do, leave me a comment. Tell me how it worked for you. Maybe some changes you slipped in there and you like it. And if you did, let me know about that. And also, guys, give us a little like and make sure you're subscribed to the channel so that you can see all of the videos for Cinco de Mayo week and each and every week that we're uploading for you. And we'll see you next time on Things Tina Does.